Thank you for taking the time to watch the video of my granite countertop business for sale. This is video footage of our bridge saw, a model 541C manufactured by Sawing Systems. This footage is of the hydraulic tilt table being lifted so that a slab can be loaded on the saw to be cut. The operator is putting the stops in the saw that will hold the slab when he loads it. The rack being moved by the operator were specially designed for this shop to hold a bundle of slabs at one time. Keeping the remnants with the whole slabs helps get the best utilization / yield from the granite. No other granite shop uses this method. The operator is placing the rack in the staging area in front of the 2-ton Gorbale crane with a 20-foot span, 12-foot under the boom jib crane. The jib crane has an electronic hoist that is made by Lodestar. The operator is positioning the wood vacuum lifter on the slab to pick up to load onto the saw. The advantage to this method versus how some other people use the boom and clamp to do everything is that only one operator is needed to load the bridge saw at a time. If you're using the forklift, the boom, and the clamp, you always have to tie up 2 people to load the saw every time you want to load a new slab onto the saw. It really is, it's a manpower multiplier using this method. The vacuum lifter is also a much safer method than the clamp and the forklift. The operator does his final positioning of the slab on the saw. Then he will return the lifter to the holder that we have placed on the jib crane. Our saw has a Gold Series controller package from Sawing System. This means that we can program in what we want to cut, and we do not have to manually position the saw each time. It can be programmed to automatically cut whatever width cuts that we want to make. This is footage of the 20 horsepower bridge saw cutting a granite slab. I purchased this saw much larger than a normal shop would purchase. Normally you would see a 5 to 10 horsepower saw. I purchased a 20 horsepower saw that was capable of taking a 20-inch limestone blade. I have cut 4-inch tombstones on this saw multiple times with no problem. But I purchased this saw much larger and much beefier than most saws on the market because at the time I was hoping I would get into doing architectural limestone and concrete block, but I never got into those areas. So the saw really has not cut using the 20-inch blade, but it is capable of doing architectural limestone. After the slabs have been cut to the correct dimensions, one operator using the wood's lifter can safely pick the countertops up off of the saw and place them on the work tables to be polished. The countertops can then be moved over to the polishing station for the final processing to occur. We have 3 4-station air manifolds, so we can run 3 separate stations at one time of polishers. And we also have a central trough running down the center of the floor that can have a future expansion of a water reclamation system added. This is footage of our 12-foot long, 7,000-pound capacity trailer and A-frame that we use to haul the finished jobs to the homes for installation. This gives you the opposite side view of the trailer. This is a view of the 8,000-pound capacity Komatsu forklift you would be purchasing, the Blue Ripper track saw and 2 tracks you would be purchasing. This is a picture of the router that you would get. The bits for OG and Bullnose also come with this router. This is a picture of the granite cutting jigsaw and blades that you would be purchasing. Coming with that would also include the chemicals that you would need. The seaming epoxy mixers, you would be getting 2 of those. radius gauges. You'll be getting polishing compounds to use, a boom, and a clamp to pick the slabs off the granite trucks when they arrive from the suppliers, the wholesalers. You would also be purchasing 2 tilt tables with the business, 2 seam setters and clamps for hauling the granite into the house, and a 3-phase air compressor. If you have any questions, please give me a call at 770-548-6045 and I'll try to answer them.